Another kind of active transport is called secondary active transport. The purpose of secondary active transport is to use the energy derived from the movement of sodium into a cell to carry along with it other molecules such as glucose, amino acids, and other ions. So, secondary active transport allows the movement of glucose, amino acids, and ions into a cell by catching a free ride with sodium. So let's see how that happens. Let's take a close look at secondary active transport. Secondary active transport takes place in many cells in the body. For our purposes, we'll take the example of the cells lining the small intestine. If you remember, the cells lining the small intestine are made up of simple columnar epithelial cells. They are long cells, which means they have a front end and a back end of the cell. And these two ends are quite different. So there's the front end. It appears to have a channel, and the back end has a protein pump. So there we have the channel in the front end, a protein channel, and the back end has a pump that is powered by ATP. This secondary active transport depends upon the gradient of sodium. There's always a lot more sodium outside the cell than inside. This allows the sodium to rush into the cell in a kind of whoosh. It's a huge amount of energy that is derived from this movement of sodium. This energy is used by other molecules to catch a free ride with sodium. For example, we have glucose. Glucose enters cells in this way by using sodium, the movement of sodium, to enter. Now, if this keeps continuing, sodium keeps entering, the concentration gradient of sodium is going to start decreasing because the sodium inside the cell is going to go up. And the difference between the outside and inside is going to decrease. So, how do we solve that? This is solved by pumping the sodium out via the back end of the cell because there is a protein pump. That pump moves sodium from a region of low concentration to a region of high concentration, which is outside. So the primary active transport that you see at the back end is what makes the secondary active transport at the front end possible.